If you're a new parent, or honestly, even if this isn't your first baby, watching your baby struggle with gas, reflux, and discomfort is so stressful. While some digestive issues are pretty common, especially around 8 to 12 weeks, it can be hard to tell when something is just developmental and when it might actually be something that they're eating. One of the most common things that parents first look at is formula. When people think of a gentle formula, Enfamil Gentlease is typically the first one that pops up. Pediatricians recommend it, parents recommend it, it's everywhere. But what happens when Gentlease only sort of helps? Or you start reading the ingredient list and you feel a little unsure. Or maybe your baby still seems uncomfortable. Today, I'm breaking down what Enfamil Gentlease actually is, why so many parents start with it, why some end up pivoting away, and the best alternatives depending on what problem you're trying to solve. Quick disclaimer before we start this. This video is educational, not medical advice. Always check with your pediatrician if any symptoms persist or if you're concerned about allergies. What is Enfamil Gentlease? Enfamil Gentlease is one of the most recommended gentle formulas out there, and there's reason why. It's often suggested for babies who are consistently gassy, fussy after feeds, and uncomfortable or spitty. A big reason Gentlease comes up so often is accessibility. You can find it at almost any pharmacy, any grocery store, and any big box retailer. And compared to specialty formulas, it's relatively affordable. For a lot of families, Gentlease feels like a pretty mild first step before jumping into something that's a little bit more specialized. Why do parents choose Enfamil Gentlease? Well, there's a few reasons why it's appealing. It uses partially hydrolyzed milk proteins, meaning that the proteins are broken down into smaller pieces, which makes them easier to digest. It has reduced lactose, which is great for babies who need just a little bit of less lactose in their formula. It's widely available, there's no hunting and no subscription required. Many parents and pediatricians do report improvements in gassiness and overall fussiness. And of course, it is more affordable than more specialty and hypoallergenic formulas. For mild digestive comfort, Gentlease is a pretty good option. But here's why some parents pivot away. Some parents report that it helps a little, but not enough. Others start reading the ingredient labels and start to wonder, what are they giving their baby? Some common reasons that parents might move on include persistent gas or fussiness even after switching, corn syrup solids being used as the primary carbohydrate instead of lactose, Gentlease not helping babies with cow milk protein allergies, and wanting fewer processed ingredients overall. Gentlease can be a great starting point, but if you're looking for something with lactose, whole milk, or a formulation close to breast milk, you might want to explore alternatives. Best Enfamil Gentlease alternatives. Best overall, Nara Organics whole milk formula. Nara is my top pick if your baby can tolerate whole milk and you're looking for something that is cleaner and closer to breast milk. It's the only certified organic whole milk formula without skim milk, which means it relies more on natural milk fat rather than added oils. The protein blend is patterned after mature breast milk, and it includes a prebiotic to support gut health. Personally, my daughter had a sensitive tummy, so this was something that stood out to me. Some pros of Nara. It is USDA organic whole milk, clean label certified, no skim milk, no palm oil, soy, corn syrup, or artificial sweeteners. It contains prebiotics and it has European DHA levels. The only con I have been able to find is that it's only available online and at Targets nationwide, which is great, but if you live somewhere rural, it's a little hard to get to a Target, and online might be your only option. If Gentlease helped a bit, but you want something with fewer processed ingredients, Nara might be a great next step. Best goat's milk. Kendamil goat infant formula. If cow's milk doesn't sit well with your baby's tummy, goat milk might be a good alternative. Goat milk contains A2 proteins, which are smaller curds and makes it easier to digest. This may also help with constipation, gas, and reflux. Kendamil goat avoids palm oil, corn syrup, and soy, and includes GOS prebiotics. Some pros are no palm oil, no corn syrup, no soy. It's European made. DHA comes from algae, and it has added prebiotics. Cons are frequent back orders have been reported. This is a great option if you want to stay dairy-based but are looking for something a little bit more gentle than whole milk. Best hypoallergenic, Enfamil infant formula. If you're dealing with suspected or confirmed food allergies, Enfamil is in a completely different category. It's an amino acid-based formula, meaning there are no intact proteins to trigger any allergic reactions. It's especially useful for infants that have cow protein milk allergies or just other type of certain food allergies. It also includes MCT fats to help with fat absorption. Some pros of this formula is that it is lactose and gluten-free, meets AAP criteria for hypoallergenicity, and it is helpful for severe allergies. The cons is that it's more expensive, and corn syrup is the main carbohydrate. This is usually a pediatrician guided choice, but it is an important option to know about. Best soy-based, Similac soy isomil. If your baby can't tolerate milk but doesn't have a soy allergy, soy-based formulas are a great option. Similac soy isomil includes prebiotics, nucleotides, DHA, lutein, and vitamin E. It also avoids palm olein oil, which helps with calcium absorption. That said, there are a few things that parents take pause at. Corn syrup is the first ingredient. It does have added sugar, mostly to make it taste better. And reports do show that the lead levels are nearing the daily limits. Still safe, but concerning. It is safe and FDA approved, but it's usually best reserved for babies with specific dietary needs. Gentle versus regular formula. Both regular and gentle formulas are nutritionally complete. They're just formulated differently. Regular formula uses intact cow's milk protein and lactose. Gentle formulas use partially broken down proteins and often reduced lactose or alternative carbs. An important note to make is that gentle formula is not the same as a hypoallergenic formula. This means that it will not help if your baby has CMPA. When switching formula helps and when it doesn't. Switching can be useful if digestive issues persist without improvement, you suspect allergy symptoms, and if there's vomiting, diarrhea, or skin reactions. It's usually not helpful to switch if it's during the 8 to 12 digestive phase, you're switching too frequently or too quickly, or if you're just trying to fix the sleep and spit up alone. Most babies need 3 to 7 days, sometimes up to 2 weeks to adjust to a new formula. Enfamil Gentlease is often the first formula that parents will reach to when looking for a gentle formula, and that's with reason. It's accessible, affordable, and it can help with mild digestive comfort. But if it only partially worked, you're second guessing the ingredient list, or your baby still feels uncomfortable, there are other options worth considering. Nara is my top choice if your baby can tolerate milk and you're looking for something cleaner and closer to breast milk. Kendamil goat is a great alternative to cow's milk, and Enfamil is an excellent option if your baby needs a hypoallergenic formula. At the end of the day, the goal is not to find the perfect formula. It's the one that your baby tolerates well and you feel confident giving to them. Don't forget to always loop your pediatrician on any changes in formula or if you suspect any allergies.